The Oakland Coliseum is celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2018. It's the fifth oldest ballpark in MLB. This franchise has a rich tradition from the great teams of the early 70s, 3 straight world championships, to the early 80s and the excitement of Billy Ball. And no one will forget baseball's greatest base stealer, Rickey Henderson, and one of the true legends out of the bullpen, Dennis Eckersley. Talking about tradition, the Oakland A's and the Redwood Empire Baseball League now celebrates the 10th annual A Day at the Coliseum. 3 games, 1 day, and it's all coming up next on apnvideo.com. You're getting a live shot at the Oakland Coliseum. We're in Oakland, California for this special 1-day, 3-game event. As the Tigres take on the Giants, it's game 2 of 3 of A Day at the Coliseum, brought to you by the Redwood Empire Baseball League. And I'm Jeff Lowry with apnvideo.com. So glad you could join us here. Absolutely gorgeous day for our national pastime. The high temperature today expected to be around 72 degrees as the Blue Tigres will be taking on the REBL Giants. The Blue Tigres are led by their manager, Skylar Delzell, and on the other side, for the Giants, Kenton Lewis and Kleiny Kent are the co-managers for this 12:30 start time. And in just a moment, we'll be back with all the exciting play-by-play action, including the ceremonial first pitch and the player introductions by our public address announcer, Steve Reichert.
Today's game, first the visiting Blue Tigres. Leading off the designated hitter, number 11, Skylar Delzell. Batting second in center field, number 7, Sean McDonald. Batting third is shortstop, number 4, Jason Key. Batting cleanup at third base, number 28, W.D. Pelley. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 13, Anthony Garotti. Batting sixth in right field, number 99, Dodds Dazell. Batting seventh, pitching number 14, Ryan Moyer. Batting eighth at second base, number 4, Danny Carr. Batting ninth, and designated hitter, number 29, Rafael Ramirez. Batting 10th and doing the catching, number 9, Andrew Trujillo. Batting 11th, designated hitter, number 14, Brian Montañez. Batting 12th, first base, number 54, Eric Reed. Batting 13th in left field, number 6, Derek De La Tour. And today's bat boy for the Tigres, Mateo Ramirez. That's your visiting Blue Tigres. Top and designated hitter, number 21, Stephen Bissell. Batting second and pitching, number 20, Casey Thornhill. Batting third, designated hitter, number 13, Andy Weber.
Andy, the evil Dark Lord Weber.
Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 17, J.J. Merritt.
AJ out on parole, looking good. AJ.
Batting fifth in right field, number 5, Cupcake Colby Phelps. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 25, Elvira's better half, Rene Morales. Batting seventh and catching, number 24, Kleiny Kent. Batting eighth and shortstop, number 9, Alan Marshall. Batting ninth at first base, number 24, Brian Miller. in center field, number 44, Ricky Corzo.
Yeah, go get him, kid.
Batting 11, left field, number 1, Jackson Chesley. Batting 12 at second base, number 34, Cody Kent. And introducing the bat boys and bat girls for the Giants. Morgan Bussell. Alex Bussell.
Come on up.
Audrey Weber. Savannah Chesley. Grayson Thornhill. Jack Miller Tyler. And lastly, Luciano. Carry on, my wayward son. And one more, Benjamin Livingston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are able, please rise, remove your hat.
All right, you have the team introductions. And we're set for baseball. Game 2 of the day at the Coliseum. The Giants taking on the Blue Tigres. Let's give you the umpiring crew. Mark June Giuliani, Jack Walls, Kevin Addington, Mike Boy lead the way. As Elvira Morales has made her way to the mound, she'll be sending it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention out in front of home plate. For ceremonial first pitch. Today's pitch is presented pitching and catching by the Redwood Empire Baseball League Power Couple. Catching is Renee Morales. Going to the mound. Friend of the program, the lovely Elvira Martinez. Perfect strike, Elvira.
Jeff Lowry back here from the Oakland Coliseum. You're getting a look at the starting pitcher, the right-hander, Casey Thornhill. Defensively for the Giants will be Brian Miller at first base, Ken at second, Alan Marshall at short, and Bustle is at third. Chelsea in left field. You got Corzo patrolling out in center field, and Colby Phelps is in right. Kleiny Kent doing the catching, Casey Thornhill doing the pitching. 7-time REBL All-Star Skylar Delzell will lead things off, right-handed hitter, and he takes a first pitch called strike, and Game 2 of A Day at the Coliseum is underway. Special thanks to Kenton Lewis, the events organizer, and congratulations, this is the 10th annual event. It started back in 2005. 1 ball, 1 strike on Delzell. It went consecutively 05 through 08. They skipped 09 and 10, came back in 2011 as the pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike on the Blue Tigres leadoff hitter and manager Skylar Delzell. Won an American League championship back in 2015. Roller to Bustle down at third, and from the grass, he will throw out the Blue Tigre leadoff hitter for out number 1. That'll bring up center fielder Sean McDonald. Played for the San Marin High School and Butte College, so he's got some good baseball experience. Top of the first inning, just underway, and a big breaking pitch right down the middle, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Then they had a hiatus in 2012, but since 2013, it had this event each and every year. Line shot, left center, base hit. Over Marshall's head. It's going to be tracked down by Chelsea in left center field in front of the 362 marker, and that'll be an easy double for McDonald. So that'll bring up Jason Key. Game 2 of A Day at the Coliseum, brought to you by APNvideo.com, the official videographer of the 2018 MSBL World Series. For more information about reserving your MSBL World Series experience, go to APNvideo.com. 0-1 the count on Jason Key. Played baseball since age 11, played at Rancho Cotati High School, represented the U.S. in a national team in Italy back in 2002. He skies one to Phelps, who gets the ball back in quickly, and the throw from the second baseman to third, and they gun him down. It's 9-4-5, inning double play. And after a half an inning of play, it's the Tigres nothing, the Giants coming up. You're watching the 2018 A Day at the Coliseum, the MSBL, and the Redwood Empire Baseball League. Left-hander Ryan Moyer will toe the rubber. He's on the bump taking his final warm-up tosses. Defensively, Reed at first, Harrer at second, Key at short, and Pelletier, at third, Delatorre in left, McDonald center, Dodd Delzell is in right field, Trujillo catching, and Moyer pitching. He'll be facing Steven Bussell, who attended Pioneer High School in 1989, was a catcher all the way through high school. Never played any more baseball until he was 35 when he entered into the REBL in 2006 with the Phillies. His lifetime batting average is .405, a leader in stolen bases over the past 12 years, 7-time All-Star. And he hammers one out into right center field, hit well, and that's going to drop him for a base hit. And over to get it is the center fielder McDonald, throwing to second, not in time. And Bussell is in with a leadoff double for the Giants here in the home half of the first inning.
20, Casey Thornhill.
Well, here's the starting pitcher, second place hitter, Casey Thornhill. We had talked about Casey when he was on the mound at the top of the inning, and on July 5th pitched for the Sonoma Stompers for a batter on Colon Cancer Awareness Night, marking his first and last time as a pro player. He attended a Cubs pro scout camp in North Carolina, also had many independent league teams scouting him at one time, and at a tryout in Missouri, broke his wrist on a pitch, decided to finish his schooling at SSU, mainly an outfielder, and was clocked at 91 miles an hour from the outfield, and was also clocked at 85 miles an hour on the mound. Not sure if he's still throwing that hard now. He's got a runner at second base, nobody out. Scoreless tie, bottom half of the first, and he got jam-shotted on that one, and the first baseman cannot make a play. That's going to be an error on the first baseman, and that will
Batting third.
bring up Andy Weber. Weber batting for the first time, a 39-year-old father of two girls, middle school PE teacher in Santa Rosa, California, currently leads the REBL in home runs with 4 and has driven in 32 in just 10 games. Played high school at Pioneer High School back in 1996, 2 years at Santa Rosa Junior College, followed by 2 years at Sonoma State University. His favorite player, Don Mattingly, growing up. He fouls that one back and out of play. So 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Just off the plate, and not a bad pitch by Ryan Moyer. Here's a close-up look at today's starting pitcher for the Blue Tigres. A swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weber getting the start as one of the several DHs in the lineup. Kleiny Kent, the manager. And this one is smash foul, first base side. Another 2-strike pitch coming up to the third place hitter with Dave Molitor on deck for the Giants. Bottom half of the first. Runners are at first and second with nobody out. Pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Andy Trujillo keeping that ball in front of him with the 2 runners on base. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Andy Weber. Check that. I think it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Might want to call timeout here. Long pause here by Ryan Moyer. He's ready to deliver. Boy, another long pause. And here's a ball rifled to right field, and it's going to be caught. Nice play by Dodds Delzell. The runners were going, and they're going to double off the runner at second base. So that'll be a double play. Going 9-4 to 5. Outstanding job by the defense. And now, first time up for J.J. Merrick, who is a longtime member of this event. First pitch swung on and missed. Good location by Ryan Moyer. That pitch was diving down and away from the right-handed hitting Merrick. J.J., one of the designated hitters in this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's lifted in the air, shallow left center field. McDonald comes on and corrals it to retire the side. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, an error, and 1 left. After 1 inning of play, we're scoreless. This is the Redwood Empire Baseball League. Heading now to the top of the second inning, no score. Pelletier will start it off. He's been a starting pitcher since 8 years old, graduated out of Quinnipiac University as team captain and #1 starter on a Division I-2 team from 88 to 92. He graduated with an overall record of 16-8, tied for 4th in ERA at 2.25 over those 4 years. So has had some success. He draws a leadoff walk here. And drives this one to Corso in left center is Anthony Garotti. 1 down. So Anthony Garotti retired. He, of course, played baseball at Casa Grande High School, which was in Petaluma, and he's in his 2nd year. He just flew out. That'll bring up Dodds Delzell, who helped turn a big double play off on a fly ball off the bat of Andy Weber. Bussell was running on the pitch, and it was an easy double play at second base. Top of the second inning, Tigres batting in a scoreless tie. Delzell has played for a very long time. He is the father of Skylar Delzell, the manager of the Blue Tigres and leadoff hitter. Casey Thornhill in his 2nd inning of work on the mound. His one is chopped down to third. Bussell goes the short route, and the ball was dropped by the second baseman. All hands are safe. Dave Molitor down there at second base. That'll be E4. Runners are at first and second. Next up is Ryan Moyer. Cody Kent is now playing third base. So a lot of changes. We'll try to give them to you as we go along. And Cody Kent now at third base. You've got Marshall at short. Bussell is at second base. Weber at first with Morales in left field. Chelsea center. And Corzo now moving over from center to right field. Ryan Moyer, the starting pitcher. Walk-up song Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Has played baseball since age 4. He played baseball at Cedar Park High School, and he pops it up. Also currently plays for the College of Marin, and a tough play there by Thornhill, and he is able to corral it for out number 2. Big out for the Tigers defense. Now Danny Hare, 2-year veteran of the Redwood Empire Baseball League. Pretty fly for a white guy by Offspring is his walk-up music, and he swings and slaps one down to Cody, and that strong arm throw is in time, and that'll retire the side. 2 left, bottom of the second coming up. It's a day at the Coliseum. Tigres nothing, the Giants likewise.
1980 Bushwood Country Club Caddy Day tournament winner, number 5, Danny Noonan.
Well, here's Kobe Phelps. J.J. Merrick was originally slated for this position in the lineup. And, of course, Kobe Phelps, known as the Redwood Empire Baseball League's version of George Brett. Of course, Colby, an outstanding hitter. And he slaps one to left field. This is a long run, but it's going to be caught for out number 1. So a nice running catch out there in left field. I believe that's Brian Montanez. 1 down. And that'll bring up Rene Morales. Played for Santa Rosa High School varsity his junior and senior year in baseball. Played Santa Rosa Junior College for a year. American Legion for 3 years. He's a Gold Glove left fielder. He's had some big games in this stadium before, and he's up there in the bottom half of inning number 2 in a scoreless tie with nobody on. He chops one to the shortstop. He'll have to play it on the big hop. The throw on to first, and it's going to be dropped. That'll be an error on the first baseman. Now Kleiny Kent, the manager of the Giants, takes low, ball 1. Scoreless tie here in the bottom half of the second inning, game 2 of the day at the Coliseum. Special thanks to the Oakland Athletics for this 10th annual event. Andy Trujillo doing the catching here. Ryan Moyer in his second inning of work, and then we'll most likely see Wayne Pelletier on the mound next inning for the Blue Tigres. Giants had runners at first and second in the first inning, and then the double play ball off the bat of Weber. Not a bad looking pitch there. Good breaking ball by Ryan Moyer, and it didn't miss by much. Going up against Kleiny Kent. Playing in his 11th REBL season, he takes a strike at 47 years old, claims that he has the freshest catcher's legs in the league and plans to catch into his 70s. That is certainly not out of the realm of possibility. We've covered the MSBL World Series for many years, and they have a 75 and over league, and some of those guys catch the entire game. But he grounds one to third. They'll get only one as Kent gets down the line quickly.
Alan Marshall.
So that's a fielder's choice that goes 5-4, 2 down. That'll bring up Alan Marshall, who takes ball one. Started his college baseball career at Santa Rosa Junior College, then Texas Tech, and finally Sonoma State University. 2 years in the minors. Played independent ball in the Frontier League. A very solid middle infielder with power. As he takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Marshall has the potential to go yard this year. He had a good cut at that pitch, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The on-deck hitter, Brian Miller, played in game number 1 of this 3-game one-day event. Moyer a strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. Runner at first, 2 outs, and that one is fouled straight back to the screen. Pretty good strike to ball ratio, 23-10. And the 34th pitch of the ball game by Ryan Moyer, who most likely will come out of the game at least on the mound next inning. 2-2. And he left that one high. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Brian Miller on deck. A runner at first and 2 out. We're in the home half of the second inning in a scoreless tie. And here's the payoff pitch, and they throw over to first, and Kent is back in. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Alan Marshall. And he pops this one up, foul territory, and there's a lot of it here at the Coliseum, and it's out of play. Ready again with the 3-2 pitch here in the bottom of the second with the go-ahead run sitting at first base. And this one is playable. It's on the infield. The first baseman calling for it. He struggles and cannot make the play. That is the second time that has happened on this infield.
24, Brian Miller.
That's going to bring up Miller. That's an error on the first baseman. Second error of the inning. And now Miller with a chance to give the Giants a lead. Brian Miller, former league MVP, reigning MVP of last year's Coliseum game. In fact, I think he's won it twice. He was pitcher of the year for the Montgomery High School in Santa Rosa, California. And he just loves playing this game and fulfilling his longtime dream of playing in the green and gold. Big-time Oakland A's fan. One of the truly nice guys out here. He's up there with runners at first and second and 2 out. A couple of errors have led the way to this opportunity. Miller grounds one, slaps it to the right side where the second baseman will throw him out at first, and the side is retired. So at the end of 2 innings of play, day of the Coliseum, we are scoreless. It's the Blue Tigres and the Giants on apmvideo.com. Welcome back to Rickey Henderson Field. Jeff Lowry with you, play-by-play action. Well, the retired names, the Hall of Famers, Reggie Jackson, Rickey Henderson, Dennis Eckersley, of course, Catfish Hunter, and Raleigh Fingers, the 5 Hall of Famers from the Oakland A's. Well, the new pitcher is going to be for Casey Thornhill, who went 2 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball. Faced through 34 pitches, 21 strikes, 13 balls. Rafael Ramirez to start things off for the Blue Tigres. So Brian Miller's first pitch, high and away, ball 1 to Ramirez, who will be playing in game... Is he playing in game 2? He's playing in one of the other 2 games. Swung on, fly ball, left field, down the line. That's going to drop for a hit. Let's see if Ramirez tries for 2. The throw comes back in quickly. He'll stay at first base. And Brian Miller is greeted with the second hit of the day for the Blue Tigres. And here is catcher Andy Trujillo. So Rafael Ramirez, 7 years in the REBL and a longtime A's fan, gets on base with a leadoff hit. He asked me to say hello to his two kids, Natalie and Mateo. Andy Trujillo, been a catcher his entire life, love of the game, played 2018 at the College of Marin. And Kleiny Kent on the mound comes up with that wild pitch and made a play at least at second base. That'll be a wild pitch. And now Andy Trujillo, who's got a uniform that I simply cannot recognize, is up there with Brian Montanez on deck. Lifelong catcher. Scoreless tie. We're in the top of the third inning. Again, a special thanks to Kenton Lewis for all the work that he does in putting this tremendous event. We cover a lot of events here at APM Video Sports down throughout the year and throughout the years. This is actually our 20th anniversary we celebrated back on the 24th of March. This is one of the best events, and I'm not just saying that as that's ball four. The first two have reached against Brian Miller. And now the batter's going to be Brian Montanez. He's been in this event a couple of times, sixth season as a Marlin. He was drafted number 2 overall in the 2012 draft. This is his second season as player manager. Good job by Kleiny Kent. Helped his team win the American League Championship in 2013. He's a hotel manager in the Sonoma wine country. He is a fitness and automotive enthusiast, diehard Giant and Warriors fan who just won their third world championship in the NBA as this one skied to right field, caught. And that's the first out of the inning as the throw goes all the way to third. A good strong throw by Chelsea out in left field. So with one out, here is Eric Reed. He's a Redwood Empire Baseball League rookie, and the runner goes. The ball was dropped. The throw goes down to second. It gets away from Morales, and the runner's going to score. It'll be a double steal. Scoring on the throw to second was Ramirez, and that is some tremendous base running. And the Blue Tigres have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's a smash to the shortstop. Nice backhanded play. The throw to first, scooped out nicely on the play. Down there at first base.
Number 6, Derek De La Torre.
9. What a tremendous job by Marshall. Alan Marshall with a nice backhanded play, and that's out number 2. And you can hang a star on both ends of the field on that one. Andy Weber, who took over at first base for Brian Miller, with a tremendous job in the scoop. And with 2 down, here is De La Torre. He is a Rancho Cotati alum, and he's been playing in the Redwood Empire Baseball League the last 6 years. Runner at third, a run is in. The Blue Tigres lead it 1-0. We're in the top of the third inning. Miller delivers in his first inning of work in relief of Casey Thornhill, who went 2 innings, 1 run, or no run, 1 hit baseball.
3-1.
So Derek De La Torre way ahead in the count on Miller, who winds, kicks, and deals and needs a strike and did not get it, ball 4. So the runners will be on the corners, first and third occupied. And now Skyler Delzell. Giants in the field, trying to stop the bleeding right now. They trail 1-0. The pitch to Delzell. First pitch swinging, and he loops it to Marshall at short, and the side is retired. Good job by Miller. Could have been a lot worse. They give up an earned run, and at the end of 2.5, the Blue Tigres won, the Giants nothing. Well, Ryan Moyer outstanding through 2 innings, but as we anticipated would give way to Pelletier, W.D. Pelletier, and this is going to be ruled a foul ball. So W.D. is the new pitcher. Ryan Moyer, 2 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball. He didn't strike a batter out, nor did he walk a batter. Ricky Carzo started the game in center field, leads things off for the Giants.
No, I'm good.
Ricky has played 9 seasons in the league with the Brewers, Tigers, and Giants. He has been a Giants fan his whole life, a San Francisco Giants fan. So much so that his brothers and he got Giant tattoos when they won the series in 2010, and he hammers one to deep left center field, and that ball is going to go all the way to the warning track and to the wall. Carzo with tremendous speed heads for third with those long strides, and you can see Colby at the bottom of your screen. Colby Phelps, the third base coach, wanted him to come all the way in, but he'll stand in with a leadoff triple, and he represents the tying run for the Giants. Now Jackson Kelsey, and Chelsea hits a ground ball to shortstop. This should produce the first run of the game. Quick throw to first, just in time. And the Giants have tied it on a 6-3 ground out by Jackson Chelsea, and we are tied at 1 apiece here in the home half of the third. So Jason Key, or check that, Sean McDonald making a nice play. Next batter up, Cody Kent, long, deep drive to left center field. And that one is going to be in there, and he's got an easy 2-base hit. So Cody Kent gives that ball a ride to deep left center field, and he now represents the go-ahead run for the Giants. And we go back to the top of the order, and Stephen Bussell, Stephen Bussell. Bussell married 13 years to wife Sarah, 2 children, Maddox and Morgan. Both have initials MLB. Maddox born during Game 5 of the 2010 Giants winning the World Series. Almost named him Edgar after Renteria's home run. Dog's name is Buster, and you know who he's named after. So Bussell, who started the game at third base, went to second and then back to third last inning. He's up there with a runner at second. Cody Kent with a long double to left center field. And here's a looper base hit left field. Kent with a lot of speed. They're going to wave him around. The throw goes to second. And the Giants have their first lead of the game on an RBI hit by Bussell. He's 2 for 2 on the day, and the Giants lead it 2-1. That's going to bring up starting pitcher Casey Thornhill. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Casey will be going in, if the scheduling is correct, he'll be going in to play left field in the 4th inning. And right now, the Giants have scored 2 times here in the home half of the 3rd inning and lead it 2-1. W.D. Pelletier, the new pitcher on the mound here for the Blue Tigres. The umpiring crew, Mark Giunciliani, Jack Walls, Kevin Addington, and Mike LeBoy. Runner takes off. Easy stolen base for Stephen Bussell. And a drive out in the right center field. Long run for the center fielder. It's going to drop in for a hit. So the stolen base really pays off. Well, I thought it was, and he didn't score from third.
Number 13, Andy Weber.
That is hit number 4 in the inning, 5 on the day since Pelletier came in and took over the reins on the bump here in the bottom half of the third inning. Here's Andy Weber, who hit a fly ball to right field that turned into a 9-6 double play. Well, do you see a similarity? And I know a lot of you saw Don Mattingly play, one of my all-time favorite players, by the way. A little similarity in the batting stance, possibly, with Andy Weber. I think Mattingly was a little more crouched. Second and third, so that'll be a defensive indifference. 2-1 is the score. 2 runs on 4 hits in the inning by the Giants. And this ball hammered out into right center. It's going to drop in for a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score. The Giants lead it 4-0. Well, now the throw coming in. I'll tell you what, that could have easily been a close play at the plate had the throw been on target. It's a 2-run double for Weber. So a 4-run inning for the Giants. That is the 3rd extra base hit of the inning, and here is, well, this is J.J. Merrick. So Dave Molidor scratched from the lineup here. J.J. flied out to center field his last time up. He's 0 for 1, batting here in the bottom half of the third inning. It's a day at the Coliseum on apnvideo.com. The pitch. Pelletier has really struggled donning that Toronto Blue Jay replica uniform. 2 balls, 2 strikes on J.J. Merrick. And a roller to the shortstop. He's got it. The throw on to first, and it was low. And all hands are going to be safe, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop on the throw. So it's been a tough inning for the Blue Tigres. McDonald's throw was low. And now Colby Phelps. He is a 44-year-old Virgo, formed the CL Giants in 2010 along with Kenton Lewis, Jack Wu, and Isaac Leprod. 6 straight playoff appearances for the Giants. And he hammers one up the middle, base hit. Here comes the runner around third. Here's the center fielder's throw. It'll be cut off, and it's a 5-run inning for the Giants as Weber scores on an RBI hit by Phelps. And it is now 5-1 Giants here at the day at the Coliseum. Boy, that looked like a George Brett swing. Now Morales. He takes low ball 1. Interesting note on Kobe Phelps at first base, who just got that RBI hit. Played in 15 consecutive seasons, 7 All-Star selections, has never missed the playoffs, playing in the postseason 15 consecutive years and been a part of 4 championship teams in the Redwood Empire Baseball League. Morales reached on an error. He's 0 for 1. It has been a 5-run inning, and now Phelps heading to third. A good throw might have had him. Nice job by McDonald backing it up. Check that, J.J. Merrick getting the stolen base there, and good hustle by the shortstop of the Blue Tigres, who have given up 5 runs here in the bottom half of the third inning. And that's low and away, ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. Merrick at third, Phelps at second, Morales at first base, and a tough out right here in Kleine Kent. Now, Kleine, along with his son Cody Kent, we will probably see those two battery mates. And I'm trying to remember if Kleine actually does. I know Cody pitches, and they'll probably bring him in at some point in this game. I don't know if Kleine pitches, but we may see that. But you will most likely see Cody on the mound when his dad is behind the plate. Ken up there with the bases loaded. It's been a long, long inning for WD out there. That's out of play to the right side. That the first baseman has a beat on it, and he makes the play. So Garetti with the play. 2 down. It's hard to believe that was only the second out of the inning, and now shortstop Alan Marshall. So Anthony Garetti making the play in foul territory. Of course, you know this ballpark has more foul territory, not only at the major league level. I can't speak for the minor leagues. This may be the most foul territory of any park in the country. This one is popped up. Trujillo, tough play, and he makes the catch. That was not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but the Giants leave them loaded but score 5. We head to the 4th. The Giants 5, the Blue Tigres 1. Well, we're back here at the Oakland Coliseum. It's a day at the Coliseum. Jeff Lowry with you, apnvideo.com. McDonald to lead things off. Top of the 4th inning, the Giants just put 5 runs up on the board to take a 5-1 lead. Second inning of work for Brian Miller, who was the MVP of one of the 3 games last year. Two balls and 1 strike on this outstanding center fielder for the Blue Tigres with Jason Key on deck. And this one's walloped in the left field, and that's going to drop him for a base hit. So McDonald is a perfect 2 for 2 at the plate here at the Oakland Coliseum. Next up, shortstop Jason Key. I almost called him Jimmy Key. Top of the 4th inning here. And a nice job by Kent behind the plate. Second inning of work for Brian Miller. This ball hammered down the left field line, and back-to-back hits as the throw comes to third. Back-to-back hits to start the 4th inning. And here's WD. So Key 1 for 2 after hitting into that double play back in the 1st inning. A 5-1 Giants lead as Pelletier waves through the first offering. That one is straight back. The catcher, that's a tough play. Tough play. Looking right into the sun. The ball really wasn't hit all that high. Miller, who gave up 1 run in the 3rd, throws that one over the head of WD. And tried to go outside, and he wasn't biting on that worm. 3-2 is the count, as the Blue Tigres have a chance to climb back into this game, trailing by 4, and they have the bases loaded. How about that?
Anthony Garetti.
Here's Anthony Garetti. Swinging and missing, strike 1. Played baseball at Casa Grande High School in Petaluma. Second year in the Redwood Empire Baseball League. First with the Rays, and now he is a member of the Tigers. Miller in a jam. That's inside for a ball. Anthony representing the tying run here in the top of the 4th inning. Game 2 of this 3-game one-day event. A day at the Coliseum. And brought to you by the Redwood Empire Baseball League. And truly one of the premier events in the Men's Senior Baseball League. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nowhere to put him. And he missed outside, and it's 3-1. So Miller's going to have to come straight at Anthony here. The 3-1 pitch. And it's fouled back and out of play, and the count is full. Miller sights a sign. He winds, kicks, and deals. And a looper into center field, base hit. That'll play 1 run. That cuts it to a 5-2 deficit. And 2 runs are going to score. And the Tigres are right back in it on a 2-run single by Anthony Gurati. It's 5-3. Now Dodds Dalzell, who reached on an error. Played some good right field so far. So right now, defensively, Weber at first base. You've got Kleine Kent at second, Marshall at shortstop, and Morales at third base. Left to right, Thornhill, Corzo, Chesley, as this one has popped up. And speaking of the first baseman, he's got it in Weber. That's a big, big out. 5-3 is the score. The Giants in the field lead it by 2, and the batter is starting pitcher Ryan Moyer, who did an outstanding job. 2 innings of 1 hit, shutout baseball. No strikeouts, no walks, did not hit a batter.
Go.
There goes the runner. Here's the throwdown, and a beauty, and did he make the tag? He did. No, he dropped the ball. Oh, wait a minute. It looked like he dropped the ball. And not sure if they're going to send this replay to New York City or not. Alan Marshall, it looked like he clearly dropped the ball, but apparently the umpire thought that he held it long enough. So they elect not to make the call. Kleine Kent electing not to challenge that call. So the inning continues here for Ryan Moyer. And he grounds one to the right side. And what a nice job knocking it down was Kent. But that's going to be an infield hit. And another run is in.
Number 44,
So WD scores on the play. And we got a 1-run affair at 5-4 here in the top of the 4th. So Moyer, an infield hit. Credit an RBI, 7th hit of the day for the Blue Tigres. And the batter is going to be Danny Harrer, who chops one foul. Second year in the Redwood Empire Baseball League for Danny. There goes the runner. Here's the throw. And, boy, I'll tell you, that throw was on the money, but they're going to rule him safe. It was a one-hop throw by Kent. There's the line. Stolen base. And here's a rocket down the left side, but that's a foul ball. Danny grounded out to third back in the second inning as Miller missed outside with a fastball. And here is a ball hit out into shallow center. The shortstop, Marshall, battling the sun, hauls it in, side retired. But they got some damage done to the tune of 3 runs. The Giants coming to the plate. Now lead by only 1. Well, WD went 1 inning, gave up 5 runs. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. And the Tigres are going to counter on the mound with Derek De La Torre. And the first guy he's going to face is going to be the left-handed hitting Brian Miller. He rips one past the first baseman down the line, and that's a hit. He clobbered that one, and a leadoff single for the Giants here in the bottom of the 4th inning by Brian Miller. Ricky Corzo hit a triple his last time up, his only time up. He bunts one out in front of the plate, and the umpire says foul ball. 0-1 is the count. Corzo has been a Giants fan his whole life. Ricky hits for average. He's one of the fastest in the REBL on the base paths and is a multi-year all-star center fielder. Squares the bunt, takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Bottom half of inning number 4. Brian Miller starts the home half of this inning with a base hit to right field. Here's a pop-up to McDonald at shortstop, and that'll be the first out here in the Giants' home half of the 4th inning.
Number 1, Jackson Chesley.
That'll bring up Jackson Chesley. I think we had a little misprint on the lineup here. It's Chesley, not Chelsea. He drove in a run back in the 3rd inning when the Giants put 5 on the board to go up by 4. Grounded just foul at first base. Ryan Moyer now at first base, who started the game on the bump. Went 2 innings of shutout, 1-hit baseball. WD went 1 inning, gave up the 5 runs, and now Derek De La Torre is in there, who is a 6-year veteran, and that is a strikeout. And there's quickly 2 down for catcher Cody Kent. First pitch to Kent. Under the knees. He doubled and scored in that 5-run 5th for the Giants. High fly ball out into left center field and a base hit. The left fielder Montanez will get it back in quickly, and the throw to third, and it is not in time. So Cody Kent is 2 for 2. Give him a single, and he'll go to third on the throw to third, or go to second on the throw to third. McDonald on the ground ball by Bustle, and the side is retired. No runs. We're heading to the 5th. It's a 1-run affair. It's a day at the Coliseum, and we're coming to you from Oakland Alameda Coliseum. Jackson Chesley will be the new pitcher, and the 3rd pitcher used by the Giants here as we go to the top of the 5th inning in a 1-run affair. Rafael Ramirez will be the first batter. It'll be Ramirez, Trujillo, and Montanez. Rene Morales, who is an outstanding outfielder, outstanding left fielder, is doing the catching. And Jackson Chesley on the mound. Jackson played high school football, basketball, and baseball in Southern Oregon before playing baseball at Santa Rosa Junior College in 1990 as the first play is made by the shortstop, and there's 1 down. So a nice play out there by Alan Marshall. So 1 up and 1 down, and the batter is the catcher, Trujillo. He walked back in the 3rd inning and was left stranded. Giants in the field with the Blue Tigres, or the Blue Tigers, at the plate. It's the Giants 5 and the Tigres 4. Top of the 5th inning. And that's ball 4. So Trujillo's walked both times he's been to the plate. And here's Montanez. Flied to right field, his only time up back in the 3rd inning. This one skips away from Morales, and the runner will stay put at first base. 1 ball and no strikes on the right-handed hitter. He takes low. 2 balls, no strikes. He slaps one into the hole and into left field past Cody Kent, and that's a base hit. So runners will be at first and second, and the Tigres have the tying run in scoring position with the go-ahead run at first. And here's a ball hammered to second. It's knocked down there. Here is the throw, and Phelps turns the 4-3 double play. Tremendous job. Actually, that was Bustle that turned the double play. All right, we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning back here a day at the Coliseum, the Oakland Coliseum, celebrating their 50th anniversary. Fine defensive play to end the top of the 5th inning by Stephen Bustle, who's also had a big day at the plate. Well, here's Casey Thornhill leading things off, and he swings and goes opposite field, a fly ball to right, but it's going to be caught out there for out number 1. Well, you're getting a look at Eric Reed, and he is the 4th pitcher used here today by the Tigers defense. Tigers are the Tigres, led by manager Skylar Delzell. So Thornhill flies to right field. Taken care of by WD out there in right field in those pretty sharp Toronto Blue Jay uniforms. Here's a comebacker. Reed struggling, but finally gets it over to his first baseman, Delzell, who started the game in right field, and there's 2 down. That goes 1-3, so the first 2 retired by Eric Reed that he has faced. And here's J.J. Merrick. J.J. has flied out. He's reached on an error. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Giants batting, and they have a 1-run lead. Checked his swing. I don't think he went, and he did not. So a good eye and a good hold up there by J.J. Merrick. Trying to get something going here for Kleiny Kent, the manager, and Kenton Lewis, the co-managers of this Giants team. Coming to you from the home of the Oakland Athletics, who are having a tremendous season. They're like 16 games over the 500 mark. I mean, it's incredible. At the lowest payroll at or near the bottom of Major League Baseball, and this team's getting it done. I think it tells you there's a lot of overpaid baseball players in the major leagues right now. I mean, if you're gonna give a guy $25-30 million a year, you better be sure. Here's a chopper, left side, third baseman coming in hard. He throws, and did Anthony get him? He stayed on the bag. The first baseman did, and that side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Outstanding inning by Eric Reed. We go to the 6th. It's still the Giants 5 and the Tigres 4. Now you're getting a wide shot at Oakland Coliseum on just a Chamber of Commerce day. We're expecting temperatures top out around 72, 73 degrees. This is De La Torre leading things off. And De La Torre sends a high fly ball to left field, and Miller's got it, 1 down.
Number 11, Skylar Delzell.
Now Delzell looking for his first hit. One of the mainstays of the Day at the Coliseum event. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Second inning of work for Jackson Chesley. Apologize, I called him Chelsea earlier in the game. That was a little misprint on our behalf. Jackson Chelsea. Chesley. We're in the 6th inning here. Jackson will probably go 2 innings, this being his 2nd inning in the game. Gave up a walk and faced the minimum when he first came into the game an inning ago in the 5th. We're in the top of the 6th. Tigres batting, trailing the Giants 5-4, and that is a strike called on the outside part of the plate. A beautiful pitch by Chesley. That's ball 4. So Delzell is aboard, and he may take second here, and there he goes. Here goes the throw, and it's waiting on him. So he ran himself right into an out. That play goes 2-6. And with 2 down, here's Sean McDonald, who is 2 for 2 at the plate with a double, a single, and a run scored. Tigres batting here in the top of the 6th inning, but they trail 5-4. Jackson delivers, and it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike on the right-handed hitter. And this one is walloped into right field, and that is a 3-for-3 day for McDonald. 2-out single keeps it going for Jason Key, who is hit into a double play. He is singled, and he skies one out into a fairly deep center field, but Thornhill is right there to make the catch, and the side is retired. That's not Thornhill. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Now we're back here at the Coliseum, bottom half of the 6th inning. Giants at the plate. And here's Kobe Phelps. Eric Reed in his 2nd inning of work. Ryan Moyer threw the first 2 innings for the Tigres. And Pelletier pitched an inning. De La Torre pitched an inning, and Reed is in his 2nd. Phelps, slow roller, could be trouble. Reed outraces him to the bag for the out, and that's out number 1. Well executed play. That's why they practice that play in spring training more. I mean, they just beat it into the ground, it seems like, but it's a play that always comes up and a play that is easily messed up. Here's Rene Morales. Rene has reached on an error. He has walked. He's been on base both times. And he hits this one hard, but right at the shortstop, and he caught it in the air. So Jason Key, who returned to shortstop an inning ago, makes the catch. And with 2 down, here's Kleiny Kent. I would imagine with the number 24 on his back that he is a big-time Willie Mays fan. Swing and a miss. Extended the strike zone that time. He is excited to be here with his 3 kids, Cody, Carson, and Cassidy. Believe it or not, Cody's only 15 years old. Played his high school ball at Jeffersonville High in southern Indiana. 47 years young. Here's the pitch. Tailing in on the right-handed hitter. What a beautiful day here. The sun, as soon as Steve Reichert started announcing the player introductions at the beginning of the game, as this one's grounded hard and into left field. Ken is aboard. He's got his first hit of the ball game. A hard hit single to left field, and the batter is the shortstop, Alan Marshall. The sun has been out the entire time, and it might be the first time since we've been covering it, as Marshall dumps a single into left center field. So 2 back-to-back, 2-out singles. Keeps this 6th inning alive, bottom half of the 6th inning. The Giants at the plate. They lead at 5-4, and now Brian Miller with a chance to get some insurance. First pitch catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Miller is grounded to second. He is singled. And he grounds this one to the right side, and it's going to be booted. The second baseman couldn't make the play, and now the throw to the plate, and Klein is in. Klein ahead of the throw and the tag, and he was hustling all the way. There'll be an error on the second baseman, and it's 6-4. Next up is the fleet-footed Ricky Corzo, who tripled and scored in the 3rd inning and has popped the shortstop. 2 out, 2 on. A run in, 6-4 Giants here in the bottom of the 6th inning as they bat. So Kleiny Kent, 47 years young, and never broke stride coming around the bag at third. That was tremendous base running. Runners have to retreat back to their base. First and second occupied, but there is 2 out. And ball 4, bases loaded. Now Chesley taking all the way. A called strike against Eric Reed. The run scored is unearned. In fact, any run scoring in this inning will be unearned and will not be credited towards Eric Reed. Strike 2 called. Well, I guess when you're a pitcher and the umpire makes a call like that, sometimes you're afraid to turn around and say anything because you'd like to have that same call when you're on the mound. So no balls and 2 strikes on Chesley. And he slaps this one down the line, and it's foul. It's going to bounce up into the seats. The Oakland Coliseum opened up in 1968. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary here at Rickey Henderson Field. That's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left-handed hitter who has driven in a run. He is 0 for 2. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The way the pace of this game, I don't know if we're going to see a 9th inning. Pitch. Chop foul. Giants at the plate with the bases loaded, 2 out and a 6-4 lead, looking for more. Jackson takes outside. Eric Reed would love to dispose of him right now. This game's still very close. And now, with the payoff pitch coming up, 3 balls, 2 strikes, the runners will be going. There they go, and it's fouled out of play. Chesley swinging, and a long belt down the line, but it's out of play. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's outside, ball 4. Eric Reed has just walked in a run. It's a 2-run inning, and that extends the Giants' lead to 7-4. Here's a ground ball, base hit left field by Cody Kent. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. It's 9-4. 2-run single by the 15-year-old Cody Kent. So we go back to the top of the order, and here's Bustle, and he grounds one to short. It's bobbled there. Throw to second, not in time. So he'll reach on the error.
Number 20, Casey Thornhill.
And now Casey Thornhill, batting for the 4th time, is 1 for 3 with a run scored. So the bases are loaded again, and Eric Reed's pitch count is climbing mightily. Bases are loaded with 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Giants have opened it up from a 5-4 lead to a 9-4 advantage. A swing and a miss by Casey Thornhill. Casey pitched 2 innings, a 1-hit shutout baseball to start the game. You can see that wind really whipping out to left field. Good job by Trujillo getting the body and smothering that pitch in the dirt. Eric Reed trying to work out of this inning. There has been 2 errors, and all the runs in this inning are unearned. Here's a grounder foul, third base side. And that pitch count is now at 4. This is the 49th pitch in 2 innings. High fly ball and out of play. Another 2-strike pitch coming up to Casey Thornhill. And he drives one down the left field line. That's a base hit. It gets by the left fielder. 2 runs are going to score. 3 runs are going to score. It's 12-4 Giants on a 2-run double by Casey Thornhill. Well, you'll have to charge an error to the left fielder of the Tigres for the 3rd run to score. And now the first baseman, Andy Weber, who's hit into a double play, had a 2-run double. He slaps one to left field, and that's a base hit, and it's going to be 13-4. Casey Thornhill scoring from second base on the 2nd RBI hit by Andy Weber, and it's 13-4 Giants here in the 6th. Now the cleanup hitter, J.J. Merrick. He takes a strike. Everyone has batted in this inning. Merrick 0 for 2 now on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Boy, a tough inning for Reed. 56 pitches in 2 innings. And here's a ball hit out in the left, and it is going to be caught. And the inning is finally over. McDonald in left field, but not before. A big inning, 8 runs for the Giants. They lead 13-4 as we go to the 7th.
Tricky Corso.
All right, we go to the top half of the 7th inning after the Giants, who have put up big numbers in the 3rd and the 6th. They put 5 up in the 3rd and 8 in the 6th. WD will start it off, the 4th place hitter in the lineup here for the Blue Tigres. Ricky Corso is going to be the new pitcher. He is the 4th pitcher used here today by the Giants managerial staff of Kenton Lewis and Kleiny Kent. 13-4 Giants. They're in the field right now. WD has walked him both times. He's scored a run in the 4th inning. We're in the top of the 7th, 13-4 Giants. Swing and a miss. He struck him out swinging. So Corso strikes out the first guy he faces and now sets his sights on Anthony Garotti. Got a little late. That one goes deep, but it's going to be a bloop single to right field. That pitch got pretty deep. Anthony has 2 hits in a row. He had a 2-run single his last time up. And here's Dodds Dalzell, who has reached on an error and is 0 for 2. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1. Well, this is the second of 3 games here on APNvideo.com. A day at the Coliseum. Again, a special thanks to Kenton Lewis. Steve Reichert is our public address announcer. Steve always does a solid job at public address. In the air, out of play. Elvira Morales throughout the first pitch. The bat boys for the Tigres is Parker Delzell and Mateo Ramirez. Chopper to the left side, picked off by Morales at third. They'll go second one, throw it on to first. A 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Outstanding job by the Giants defense. We go to the 7th inning stretch. The Giants in command 13-4. Well, Eric Reed went 2 innings. He gave up 8 runs. None of them were earned. And now Rafael Ramirez will take over as we go to the home half of the 7th inning. Well, I have the feeling that barring a Tigres 9-run top of the 8th, and assuming they hold this Giants team at bay here in the 7th, we probably will not see another inning. So Ramirez going up against Phelps. Everybody batted in that 8-run 6 for the Giants. Phelps is 1 for 3, and he can hit to all fields. One of the things about Phelps is he's always executing, strategic plays on the field. I mean, he's just a thinking man's manager out there. One of the things that he's really noted for, and it's a veteran move, routinely standing in the shade instead of the sun while telling stories. He swings and loops one to left field. Montanez misplayed it. It's over his head, but that's going to go for extra bases. That's a 2-base hit for Kobe Phelps. And now Rene Morales will bat for the 4th time. He's reached on an error, walked, and lined to shortstop. And he takes the first pitch low for a ball. Well, Dodds Delzell is now doing the catching. We mentioned that Rafael Ramirez is now the pitcher. And Morales drives one to left field. And they'll be at first and third as he comes up with his first hit of the ball game. First and third occupied with nobody out, and the batter is going to be Kleiny Kent, who is 1 for 3. He scored a run in the 8-run 6th. Takes the first pitch, a called strike, and it's 0-1. 13-4. The Giants lead it here as they bat in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, it looks like we got Wayne at first base, McDonald's at short, Anthony Garrotti is at third, and Harrer is at second. Looks like Montanez is in left. Reed moves from pitcher to right field, and Derek Delatorre is in center. Kleiny was all over that one. Just an outstanding fundamental player right here. Well, since Ramirez has come on, he gave up a double to Phelps, even though it was misplayed in left field. Morales with a hard hit single to left field, and now going up against Kleiny Kent, the manager of this Giants team. Pitch. That's going to hit him, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And remember, the Giants are coming off an 8-run 6th inning, and they are back at it here in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch is low to the shortstop, Alan Marshall, who actually went in to play second base at the top of the inning. He's played the entire game at shortstop. This one gets away, and they will go ahead and score it, and it's now 14-4. So Phelps scores on the wild pitch. Runners are at second and third. Marshall has reached on an error. He was retired on an outstanding play by Trujillo on a short pop-up behind home plate, and he singled and scored in the 8-run 6th. He's got second and third occupied with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Giants up by 10. And that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the second time in this 7th inning. And now Brian Miller comes to the plate. Good matchup here between Rafael Ramirez and Brian Miller, who reached on an error. This one goes back to the backstop, and, well, it comes right back to Dodds Delzell, and all hands will stay put. Bases loaded. 1 ball, no strike to Miller. And he rips one into center field, base hit, slicing toward the gap. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Brian Miller is going to have a 2-run double, and it's 16-4 Giants. It's going to be a little tough to pick an MVP in this one. Ricky Corzo, he's in line for one. Pitched a shutout inning, and half an inning ago, he has doubled, walked, scored twice. He gets fisted on that one, fouls it out of play. So a tough inning for Ramirez, quality player out there on the mound. And here's a chopper to third, and the only play is going to be at first. So Corzo retired. Quick throw to third, and that's going to be a 5-3-5 double play. You don't see that very often. So Corzo hits into the double play. Give him... I don't know. I guess we don't give him a... I don't think you get an RBI with a double play. I don't know. The run had already scored. I think you would give him an RBI. That's a good question. Well, here's Jackson. Well, the Giants have opened it up, especially here in the last 2 innings. Jackson... Chesley with a walk. Actually, he's driven in 2. He walked in 1 batter that last inning. He chops one back to the mound, and somehow that's a foul ball. Might have got him in the foot. Ramirez trying to get out of this inning. And this one's hammered down the right field line. It's a fair ball. It's going to go all the way down into the corner. Here's Jackson digging for second. And he's going to stay right there with a double. So a 2-out double keeps it alive for Cody Kent. And he's got to be up for consideration for game most valuable player. He's doubled and scored. That was back in a 5-run third. He had a single and a 2-run single in the 8-run 6 for the Giants. Giants are leading by a couple of touchdowns and extra points here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Well, speaking of MVP, stay with us. Kenton Lewis will be interviewing the game most valuable player immediately following this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Kent. 2 out, runner at second base. And he rips one into center field, and he's 4 for 4 here at the Oakland Coliseum. Here comes a throw in, and the throw to the plate is not in time. Kemp with a 4 for 4 day. He has 3 RBIs. Jackson scores from second base, and the rout just continues. Swing and a miss by Bustle. Runner goes, bouncing ball down to third. Nice play, playing back on it. And the throw on to first is in time to retire Steven, but not before the Giants add on to what was already a huge lead. So we go to the top of the 8th inning, most likely the last inning, and Cody Kent is on the mound, and there's his father, Kleiny Kent, as we anticipated this battery matchup earlier. And it is all Giants right now. Tigres are going to need a couple of touchdowns and a couple of two-point conversions. Fouled out of play. Ryan Moyer started the game on the mound for the Tigres. Pitched 2 innings of one-hit shutout baseball. RBI single in the 4th, and he's 1 for 2. Jeff Lowry coming to you from the Oakland Coliseum. It's game 2 of 3 of the 2018 A Day at the Coliseum. In fact, this is the 10th annual event, which started back in 2005. Swing and a miss, and Moyer goes down on strikes, and I'll bring up Danny Hare. Danny is 0 for 2. This will be, barring a incredible comeback by the Tigres, this will be the last inning. Oh, that ball hit him, and it got him on the elbow, and I am telling you, I know from personal experience that smarts. Fortunately, it's a warm day, but it got him just perfect, and father will talk to son about it. So hopefully Danny's going to be all right. He's going to have a courtesy runner, Ryan Moyer. And here's Rafael Ramirez. Well, they're attending to him down there. That one is high and tight. And Ramirez with a little look out at the hard-throwing right-hander. Ramirez has a single and a run scored. He has popped a shortstop. And we're up against the time limit here, so this is going to most likely be the final half inning of this game. Kent delivers, and that one is skied out in the center. Here's Jackson coming on, and he'll make the basket catch. And there's 2 down. So it's all up to Andy Trujillo. Stay with us. Kenton Lewis and I will have the presentation of the Most Valuable Player Award for game number 2. So you'll want to stay with that for that, because we'll be interviewing the Most Valuable Player. That one is slapped foul by Trujillo a little late, who has walked in both plate appearances, but he's caught an outstanding game here today. It's got to be some kind of thrill to be a teenager, as Cody Kent is. You're playing on the same pitcher's mound that Vida Blue, Catfish Hunter, Raleigh Fingers, Dennis Eckersley, Dave Stewart, and on down the line of great Oakland A's pitchers down through the years. Barry Zito had some great years, and Mulder. And then to be throwing catch with your dad in a real live baseball game here at the home of the Oakland A's, it's got to be a great, great feeling. He's trying to dispose of Andy Trujillo, and a swing and a miss, and that's it. Game 2 is in the books. The ball game is over, and the Giants win it in impressive fashion. A big 8-run sixth was the huge difference in this game, and they win it by a final score of 18-4. Let's send it over to Kenton Lewis.
Casey Thornhill, I'd like to give you the 2018 RBL Day at the Coliseum MVP Game 2 Award. Awesome. Well-deserved, man. You were thrashing on the bases, you were raking on at the plate, and you had 2 incredibly good innings pitching. So, thank you. Wanted to ask you, tell me, were you trying harder here than you normally try in normal baseball because it's a pro ball field?
No, I think I took the same approach whether I'm at LCL or if I'm at the Oakland Coliseum. But I think I tried a little harder with the sideburns today. I think I was. That's what
you got a little Wolverine going on there, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Yeah, I feel blessed to be out here though.
So tell me a little bit about the day though. How did it feel? Because I know you missed last year, and this year is a special time for you. I think.
Yeah. Just you know, you compared to last year, it's just like night and day. So being out here, I just feel blessed to be healthy enough to be out here and be with such a great group of guys, and you know, enjoy just a beautiful day at a beautiful stadium, and just feel blessed.
Fantastic. And you had Grayson out there with you too.
Yes,
your bad boy.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Yes.
Right on that. Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Once again, as usual. Appreciate it. League leading Casey Thornhill in the REBL, hitting almost 600 so far after 11 games. And REBL Day at the Coliseum, MVP, Game 2.
Thank you.
All right, hey, we're here with Kleiny Kent and his tall son, Cody. You guys have been playing for at least a couple years, maybe a few years together.
Yep.
It's been a family affair, right?
Third time, I think, for us.
Yeah. So I want to know, what's the greatest thing about being out here and doing this at the Oakland Coliseum as a father-son duo?
It's just incredible to be on a big league field, first of all, and then to be able to play alongside him is, you know, without saying, it's pretty special. It's a good time.
Get a chance to do that.
That's great.
It's cool.
When you guys are out there, I know that you're trying hard and you try harder now because you're in a pro field, or does it really matter?
No, not really. Just playing the same game.
Playing the same game. Cody, where do you want to go? What's your thought? You want to be a catcher in college? You want to be a
catcher, pitcher, wherever I can get.
Whatever they give you?
Yep, whatever I can get.
Very cool. Basically, it's great to see you guys out there. My favorite part of watching this and doing the Day at the Coliseum is seeing you guys out there, you pitching to your dad, and then swapping it, and you pitching to Cody. And to me, that's what gets me out here, is to see you guys as a family doing this. So anyway, congratulations. You guys beat them, was it 18 to 4?
Yeah, it's just a good time.
Yeah. Another romping by the Giants.
Yeah. A lot of credit goes to you, too. You do a lot to make this happen. We all appreciate it.
Labor of love, man. Labor of love. Thanks. All right. Thank you.